We got to find out. We got to find out. Does it end tonight? Let's see how the regular season plays out. Two teams pretty much guaranteed to make the playoffs. We are beyond the deadline now as the Wizards pumped the Bobcats. Jesus. By the way, in terms of upcoming extension needs, for me, I got to worry about Tony Allen, but that's fine. I'm going to have to... Ooh, God. Iguodala's deal is up. I got to be honest. God, I don't know if I want to re-sign Iguodala. He's been a bit disappointing. But I probably will. 3-year max for Iguodala. Honest? Fuck. I accept the bop. I'm not going to bop you, but I told you I was right. Not much I can do about Iguodala. But he is back. For chat, Kirk Heinrich, you can't do anything. JR, you can't do anything. Mason, Linwood Robinson was one of the random dudes. The big question, Elton Brand. Do you guys want to send an extension to Elton Brand right now in case it does not end this season? Thank you, Crashy. Jones and Thomas should be the targets. All right. For the record, Elton wants $17 million. You're locked in at a 4-year extension. Max interest keeps him at about $17.45 a year. Any disagreements about the contract extension to Elton Brand? You cannot change the years. It's just 4. That's all you can do. Going once for someone to disagree for some reason. Going twice. Elton Brand. Coming back to the Clippers no matter what happens. It's max interest, a rule that we follow. I mean, you're just not going to save that much money. Even if you drop it a little bit. Especially in that set of circumstances, there was no money to be saved because you couldn't even add a player option. So, like, he just flat out had his terms, accept them or don't, outside of the money slider. You guys need another scrub-a-dub-dub to fill out the roster. There you go. Chat still second in the conference. Do you need another scrub-a-dub-dub? So many scrub-a-dubs. There you go. Beautiful. First in the West, the LA Clippers. Dude, this is ending. Usually save a few mil. Take 85. A few mil. 90% of that isn't going to... I mean, you might be able to cumulative save a couple of million, but to the point where it's necessarily worth it, I mean, maybe. It's not going to make that big of a difference. But duly noted. Well, we know the Clippers are making the playoffs. We know the Wizards are making the playoffs. This has to end this year. If this does not end this year, it means both of us fucked up. If it doesn't end this season, both of our teams choked. Unless, of course, one of our teams wins, which in case they wouldn't choke, but you get the point. 60 wins for the Wizards. Chris Bosh, your 2008 MVP for my Washington Wizards. Your Rookie of the Year, the Charlotte Bobcats, Kevin Durant. Fuck you, Charlotte. Fuck you. Your 6th Player of the Year, Josh Howard in Toronto. Your Defensive Player of the Year, San Antonio's Tim Duncan. Most Improved, Houston's Salem Stoudemire. Coach of the Year, the LA Clippers, Ricky Jones. Executive of the Year, the LA Clippers, RJ Forbes. First Team All-NBA, Dwayne Wade, Tracy McGrady, Chris Bosh. And injured for the season, LeBron James. Chat, my path in theory just got easier. And Chris Kaman of the Utah Jazz. Whew. Your all-defensive team, Dwight Howard, Ron Artest, Tim Duncan, Dwayne Wade, and Kobe Bryant. And your all-rookie team, Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Joakim Noah, Jeff Green, and Spencer Hawes. Each of our teams are the number 1 seed. Chat gets a showdown with the New Orleans Hornets, and I take on the Orlando Magic. It is a showdown. Bosch and Paul, the combination has arrived. Lou Williams has improved drastically. Iguodala is a disappointment, if I'm being honest. Whew. And for the Clippers, by committee. By committee is the theme with that team. That said, you do have a 91 and a 92. I got a 95 and a 91. This is something. 2 stacked teams. Bill Cartwright's Wizards. Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford, Andre Iguodala, Chris Bosh, and Ben Wallace, with Tony Allen and Lou Williams getting guaranteed time off the bench. To be honest, I'm going to extend that to 8 because Greg Oden so hot right now. Like Villanueva. Honestly, guaranteeing Charlie Villanueva time might not be the worst thing either. For Chat's Clippers, Mo Williams, J.R. Smith, Desmond Mason as the starter, Elton Brand and Tyson Chandler, with Emeka Okafor, Danny Granger, and Kirk Heinrich. Guaranteed time off the bench. Actually, Kirk isn't even guaranteed time. He'd have to go to 8. Yeah, and that way Kirk is guaranteed time. 2 stacked teams. 2 stacked teams. Can either of us get it done? That is the question. We are up against New Orleans and Orlando. Your opponent, the Hornets, look like this. Jay Williams at point guard. Why do we pay for Jones to not play? For depth, in case of injury. Shooting guard, Josh Childress, Derek Anderson. They also got Keith Bogans and Nick Young. At forward, Luol Deng and Jamal Mashburn. Power forward, Zach Randolph with Amir Johnson and Maurice Taylor. And an injured David West. And at center, Jamal McGlure and Hilton Armstrong. For the Magic, point guard, Jacques Vaughn and Luther Head. Shooting guard, Tracy McGrady. At forward, Grant Hill. Power forwards, Josh Boone and Brian Cook. Othello Harrington as well. And at center, Stephen Hunter and Darko Milicic. Clearly, my biggest issue is Tracy McGrady. Clearly. Fucking clearly. All right. Chat does not kick things off in fairness. I mean, we were going to sim that same way anyway. The Wizards take game 1, 127-103 over Orlando. 29 points, 11 assists from Paul, a double for Bosch, 24 points for Crawford, 15 rebounds, 2 points for Ben Wallace. That's my guy. That's my guy. Get those rebounds. Fucking Big Ben. What a beaut. I wanted to compare the starting lineups, as you guys have the advantage everywhere except small forward. And that's only by 2 points. Game 1, Clippers and Hornets. Goes to the Clippers, 125-97. 24 points and a double for Chandler, a double for Brand, and 22 points for Danny Granger off the bench. Good. Okafor had 9 rebounds as well. And for the record, the head-to-head for yours truly here. I have the advantage everywhere, but shooting guard and small forward, massive advantages at point guard, power forward, and center. Game 2 goes to the Wizards. 121-92. A double for Paul and Bosch. 25 points for Lou Williams. 19 rebounds. 2 points for Big Ben. Yes. Oh, I fucking love Ben Wallace. Holy shit. Game 2, Chats Clippers against the Hornets. Goes to the Clippers, 122-118. Behind 29 points from J.R. Smith, Mason, and Brand, both over 20 points. You guys got killed on the boards, and it didn't even matter. Game 3. Wizards over the Magic, 107-89. T-Max, 26 points, not enough because Bosch drops 37 on a double. Paul with the double, 14 rebounds for Ben Wallace. No points in 31 minutes. I fucking love him. Oh, I love him. That is exactly what I traded for him to do for us. Just get the rebounds, baby. He missed his only shot and missed 2 free throws. 5 offensive rebounds as well. Holy shit. Game 3, Clippers and Hornets goes to the Clippers. 152-119 behind 27 points from Zach Randolph, 22 from Armstrong. And it's funny because 119 wasn't even close to enough because both Granger and Smith dropped over 30, 24 for Mo. Holy shit. Dude, if we don't meet in the finals, this is nuts. This is nuts. Can the Wizards finish off the Magic for my first ever series win? Whoops. Well, I hit the wrong button and it doesn't matter. We both completed the sweep. You knew it was coming. Let's just save time. The Magic put up a fight in game 4, kind of, but 30 points from Paul, Bosch, I mean, just dead. And then for you guys to finish off, Nollins, JR, Mason, both dropped 22. Chandler had a great game. There you go. So in round number 2, Chat up against the Trailblazers. I'll be going up against the New Jersey Nets. But let's take a look at some of the numbers here so far. For my Wizards, Bosch and Paul are the combination of dreams. Crawford had a great series. Lou Williams is amazing off the bench. Iguodala's just kind of here. Ben Wallace averaged 1 point and 15 rebounds. I love him so much. I love him so much. For Chat's Clippers, again, it's by committee. A 1 to 2 week injury for Elton Brand heading into the second round. Does mean that Emeka Okafor is likely to step into the starting lineup. That is the one thing that could fuck it up for either of us is the injuries. We've seen that before. Elton Brand will not be at 100%. For the start of this series, and it actually has Granger at power forward. Probably drop down to 7 because you don't need Fred Jones to guarantee play, right? Williams, Smith, Mason, Granger, and Chandler. Okafor, Heinrich off the bench. I mean, oh no, what a shame. Now Danny Granger plays. You know? Let's take a look. Blazers and Nets. Your opponent in Portland looks like this. Old pal of yours, Jason Kidd, who was, of course, with the Jazz when they won the NBA title last year. Shooting guard, Dwayne Wade. Is it a rematch? Kidd and Arenas, it's now Kidd and Dwayne Wade. They also got Bonzi Wells, Leandro Barbosa. At forward, Rudy Gay. Power forward, Tim Thomas. And at center, Eric Dampier, perhaps Johan Petro. Tough opponent. Tough opponent. The New Jersey Nets look like this. Point guard, Baron Davis, alongside J.R. Bramer. Shooting guard, C.J. Miles. Forward, Sean Marion. Power forwards, Austin Crozier and Hakeem Warwick. Center, Eddie Curry. You guys have the more difficult matchup on paper. You do indeed. Looking at the head-to-head lineup, they got the advantage at point guard and shooting guard. You got the advantage at forward, power forward, and at center. It comes down to D. Wade and Jason Kidd and what they can do. Game 1 to the Clippers, 112-87. Thanks to 34 points from Desmond Mason, doubles for Chandler, and Emeka Okafor. Promising sign to get that win without Elton Brand. Wizards and Nets, looking at the head-to-head here. I have the advantage everywhere on paper except small forward with Sean Marion. Game 1 goes to the Wizards, 118-113. Behind a double-double from Bosch, 26 points from Paul, and his big step-up game from Iguodala. Fucking Greg Oden had a double-double, for God's sakes. Game 2, Clippers and Blazers. Goes to Portland, 106-101. Tyson Chandler had a monster game. But you had Mason and Granger not quite on their game shooting-wise. Big game for Chandler. You had some guys playing injury time, basically. Dwayne Wade dropped 40 in that game. Kid with 13 assists. Game 2, Wizards and Nets. Goes to the Wizards, 103-92. Behind another double from Chris Bosh. And 21 points from Chris Paul. Ben Wallace, my GOAT. 0 points, 15 rebounds. I love him so much. Game 3, Clippers and Blazers, goes to the Blazers, 115-100, behind 34 points from D. Wade. Elton Brand was back, so we'll expand the bench again. Granger dropped 35. Chandler and Mason each had doubles, and it didn't matter. No injured players for the Wizards. What about the Clippers? J.R. Smith is out 1 to 2 weeks. Danny Granger is not 100%. You could expand the bench to include Fred Jones because the injuries are starting to add up a little bit. Do you expand the bench to give these guys a bit of a break, or do you just say, well, it's bad luck? What do you think? 7, 8, 9? What do you think? Again, this is why you brought in Jones and Moiso at the deadline. If you go to 9, you're still getting 37 minutes of Tyson Chandler, but it's given Elton Brand a little bit of a break. It's giving Danny Granger a little bit of a break. You know, unfortunately, you are having to manage the injuries. We don't need the 76 out there. That's true. That's true. Because you do have Okafor. So, eight's not too bad. 8's not too bad. Okay. Game 3, Wizards and Nets. Goes to the Wizards, 124-111. 28 points from Davis, 25 from Marion, 21 from Curry. Did not matter. Bosh, Williams, and Paul went off. Double for Jamal Crawford as well with 11 assists. Ben Wallace, 8 points. Way to go, Big Ben. Game 4, Clippers and Blazers. Goes to the Clippers. That's a huge win. Also, we know our opponents. Memphis, Philadelphia, should we make it to the next round. Clippers win game 4, 115-110. behind 22 points from Mo and Chandler each, 21 points from Mason. Of course, D-Wade dropped 30 and it didn't matter. Will the Wizards advance to the Eastern Conference Final? Not yet. As the Nets win 107 to 103, 40 points from Sean Marion to keep the dream alive. Lou Williams was my leading scorer. Doubles for Bosch, Tony Allen. 16 rebounds for Big Ben, and it ultimately didn't matter. Game 5. Won by the Clippers, 128 to 100. Each of us just one win away from the conference finals. Elton Brand drops 35 and a double. Chandler a double. Granger a double. Mo Williams 11 assists, crucially. Chat's one win away. Can the Wizards seal the deal? Yes, they can. The Washington Wizards off to the Eastern Conference Final thanks to a monstrous game from Chris Bosh. Crawford was great. Paul was great. But the MVP leads the Wizards to the conference final. Will the Clippers match that effort? Yes, they will. D-Wade dropped 41. It didn't matter. Brand, Williams, Mason, phenomenal games. Kirk Heinrich with 12 assists. We have both made it to the Final Four. Will it happen? Will it happen? For chat in that second round, it was Elton Brand and Tyson Chandler. But Mason has been an amazing pickup. Granger, an amazing pick. For my Wizards, Bosch and Paul, I do have an injury to Andre Iguodala. But again, I'm confident in my depth as well. I am going to take a look at my game plan, though. I mean, it puts Harpering at forward. I would really prefer it to be Tony Allen. So that kind of sucks. Honestly, I could expand the bench. Harpering's a three-point shooter, though. I can expand the bench to 9, but I really don't need Villanueva to play. Paul, Crawford, Harpering, Bosch, Wallace, Allen, Williams, and Oden off the bench. I like it. A little bit worried about Matt Harpering, but like I said, he's a three-point shooter. So, we'll take it. In the conference finals, Chat up against the Memphis Grizzlies, and I go against the defending champions, the 76ers. Philadelphia has Devin Harris, a healthy Devin Harris at point guard. A healthy Allen Iverson, last season's finals MVP. Got Larry Hughes behind him. An injured Shane Battier. And Morris Peterson, day to day. Ike Diogu at power forward with Sheldon Williams. And at center, Channing Frye. That Battier injury could be the key for me. For you guys, the Memphis Grizzlies look like this. Sean Livingston at point guard. Jay Rich at shooting guard. Small forward, Wally Zerbiak. Power forward, Josh Smith, PJ Brown, Andre Blatch. Their centers, Stromiel Swift and Jason Collins. I have the tougher task this round. I don't think that's controversial. The 76ers and the Wizards kick us off. Let's do it. The head-to-head. Wizards and Sixers looks like this. As it is... Oh, Battier's playing. Battier is playing. But it is a 3-2 advantage positionally for the Wizards over the Sixers. Game number 1 of the Eastern Conference Final. My Wizards against the defending champion Philadelphia 76ers. Game number 1. to Washington, 116-96. Behind 33 points from Chris Paul and a phenomenal performance from Chris Bosh. Oh, Ben Wallace. Ben fucking Wallace. Have my children, Ben. 9 offensive rebounds out of 20. Ben Wallace. Have my fucking children. Game 1, Clippers and Grizzlies. You get a look at the head-to-head. Chat has a pretty big advantage. You know, the Grizz keep it close or even have an advantage in some spots. Game 1, Grizzlies, Clippers, Western Conference Final. Strong run for the Grizz. Clippers battle back. You guys are going to get him. 109-104. Clippers take game 1. Elton Brand on the double. And just a whole lot of scoring across the board. Game 1 to the Clippers. Game 2, Wizards and Sixers. May 12th, 2008. The Washington Wizards are 2 wins away from the NBA Final. Chris Bosh, 36 points. A double for Chris Paul. And Matt Harpering doesn't shoot a 3, but puts up 17 points. You love to see it. Ben Wallace, baby. 12 rebounds. 14 assists for Paul as well. Game 2, Clippers, Grizzlies. Will it be the meeting? It's the first era that we've been East and West. Every other time we've been in the same division. The Los Angeles Clippers are 2 games away from the NBA Final. 121-93. 23 points. The double from Mo Williams. Mason and Smith, both with at least 20. And a double for Elton Brand. Game 3. Wizards, Sixers in Philadelphia. Come back for the Sixers. Putting some pressure on. 29 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game. We will hop in for the first time. As the Wizards look to seal the deal. And take a commanding 3-0 series lead. It is our ball. Chris Paul in possession. The pick with Ben Wallace. Chris Paul for 3. Hits the shot. Who says Chris Paul can't get it done in the playoffs?
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth.
A clutch 3 for the player who probably never should have been on my team. The C in Chris stands for Charlotte. It's a 4-point lead for the Wizards. 21.9 on the clock. Iverson. Off the pick. Trying to drive. Breaks free. Gets the bucket.
Just a few good minutes and we're right there.
Bosh, the inbound to Jamal Crawford, who will go to the line. I'm going to get this old man off the court. Actually, he won't go to the line. We're not in the bonus yet. Instead, it will be Chris Paul going to the line. 13 seconds left. 33 points tonight for Paul. First one's good. And the second, the lead's back to 4. Sixers inbound to Devin Harris. Harris for 3. Misses. Wallace the rebound. Hands to Harpring, who hands to Paul. The Washington Wizards, my Washington Wizards, are 1 win away from the NBA final. Everyone Tiggy was tilting himself. Hey. It was a bad contract to take. Baffle you, handsome devil. You're just in time for one of these two sides to celebrate, is my thought. How'd the stream go, my man? How was CFB?
He drops the first one. And
5-point game. Both of our teams, my team, Chat's team. The Wizards and the Clippers are in the conference final. It could be a head-to-head showdown.
And here is Iverson.
As the Wizards, 1 win away from the final and from knocking off the defending NBA champions, Allen Iverson and the 76ers. Zach, what's up, man? 110 to 104. Iverson's had his time in the spotlight. It's about Chris Paul. It's about Chris Bosh now. A 3-0 series lead. Iverson only dropped 18. Oh, Chris Paul. The double-double, 37 points, 10 rebounds, a double for Bosh, and my man, Ben motherfucking Wallace. It was wild. We were down 28 in the fourth, came back tied only to have the game freeze. I would have flipped a desk. I am so sorry. I hope you did not flip a desk like I would. Game 3, Chat's Clippers against the Grizzlies. Can they match the effort they're seeing from the Wizards on the other side? Chat, we are each 1 game away from destiny and 1 game away from confirming that this is the final year of the Kobe Bryant era head-to-head. 1 more win for each side, and we will get the finals showdown in this era. As for you guys, J.R. Smith, 25 points, double for Chandler, double for Williams. Brand didn't have his best game, didn't need to. Can the Wizards punch their ticket to the NBA final? This started with me trading Michael Jordan and blowing it up, trying to build long-term. And the problem is, the Wizard DNA might not be gone. The 76ers win in dominant fashion, 136 to 107, as the boys took the foot off the gas. Iverson and Harris did not. A double for Bosh, a double for Paul, and 13 rebounds for Ben Wallace, and it ultimately didn't matter. We'll chat, as we now have the same amount of losses in the playoffs, by the way, but 2 each. Will Chat seal the deal against Memphis here in the Western Conference Final? In Memphis, will the ticket be punched to the final? The answer is no. The Grizzlies stay alive as well. 46 points from Jason Richardson. Pulled an Allen Iverson. He didn't want to go home. Tyson Chandler definitely wanted the series to be over. So did Elton Brand. But it did not matter. Each series goes to Game 5. Wizards and Sixers in Washington. That scout advice is a little bit scary. That's a little bit scary. Can the Wizards seal the deal? The Washington Wizards are going to the NBA Final in 2008, led by regular season MVP Chris Bosh. Chris Paul, 20 points as well. I'm off to the final. Will Chat join me? It's Game 5 against the Grizzlies. I need to hope that this series gets extended in case of injuries, but it's not going to. Chat, this era will end. Wizards, Clippers, streamer versus chat in the NBA final. The Kobe era ends tonight. The Kobe era ends right now. We get a look. Elton Brand, phenomenal game. JR, Granger, a double for Chandler. It's the dream of a head-to-head. The showdown in the final. Crazy, crazy, crazy. As for chat, I don't know why the hell it would be showing Jason Richardson. Oh, I must have looked at leaders. That's a YouTube cliffhanger. Not even. Not even. We're running it, baby. For you guys in the conference finals, J.R. Smith, Chandler, I mean, it was by committee. It was by committee in the conference finals. That is just a tremendous team effort in terms of scoring. For the Wizards, it's Bosch, it's Paul, and there's a lot of injury concerns for me. Overall in the playoffs, it's Bosch, it's Paul. I am getting some good contributions, but again, it's a lot of just full team effort, essentially, for Chat's Clippers. In terms of injuries or anything like that, Chat is healthy. 8-man bench. Not playing anybody below an 84 overall. For my Wizards, Iguodala, Williams, and Wallace all dealing with minor injuries. Williams will not be playing. I am going to shorten my bench down to 7 and double check in between games, but Andre Iguodala is back. Duly noted. Let's see if there's any time between those games. Before we look at those lineups, I need to know if my boys are healthy. So Lou Williams is going to miss game 1. The NBA final. It ends tonight. Chris Paul with the advantage over Mo. J.R. Smith with a slight advantage over Jamal Crawford. Mason the advantage over Iguodala. Bosch the advantage over Brand. And Ben Wallace and Tyson Chandler dead even. What's it going to be? Who is it going to be? It's Clippers, the Wizards. A meteor's going to hit the earth. Game number 1 of the NBA final in 2008. Staples Center is the site for game 1.
Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Washington Wizards.
The Washington Wizards.
Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge.
Crash, that's fair. The 2008 NBA final. Will it be the Streamers Wizards? Or, dude, Bill Cartwright's fucking huge. Or will it be Chat's Clippers? Who is it going to be? It ends here. We'll watch the opening tip-off and then get into the Super Sim. And the opening possession will go to the Clippers. Here we go. Let's see how it's going to go. Game 1 of the NBA Final in 2008. Late push from the Clippers with 3:03 to go. We are tied at 108. And this is just game 1. Gotta watch it from here. Ben Wallace on the inbound. It's Iguodala, hands off the Bosch. All on the pump fake.
Now here's Crawford to take the lead.
Crawford misses the 3. Rebound by Tyson Chandler.
Inside, Crawford
Picked off, though, by Crawford. Makes up for the missed 3. To Chris Bosch. Pump fakes. Back out to Crawford. Chris Paul. Holds up. Doesn't have much time. 5 seconds. Paul trying to drive. Bosch for 3. Got it! The MVP, Chris Bosh. What's going on, Sid? How are you, my friend?
Brand outside.
Elton Brand for the Clippers, out to J.R. Smith. Gets the bounce, he equalizes. This is going to be a nuts series, isn't it? This is just game one. Here comes Paul. Chris Paul on the drive, the layup doesn't fall. Mo Williams on the rebound. Sid, we are head-to-head in the finals. This era ends now. Picked off by Ben Wallace. Hands off to Iguodala to Chris Bosh. And it's good. Another steal for the Wizards defense.
Iguodala's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort tonight. Now, here is Smith.
90 seconds, J.R. Smith. Nearly double team. Smith still holds up. Smith
126 left to play here.
doesn't go. Finds Brand. Trouble. Chris Bosh on the steal. Bosh trying to drive. Bosh gets it to fall.
Now it's a 4-point.
What an effort by Chris Bosh.
Guys in the hustle sticks for the Wizards.
1:10 to go. A 4-point Washington lead. JR trying to make something happen. Over to Mason. The lob is picked off by Crawford. To Bosh. Holy shit, Elton Brand fouls him and may have killed a bystander in the 5th row. The Wizards defense. Toogie, you don't have any scorers. Did you not see the fucking defense I built? Chris Bosh to the line. 4-point lead with 55 seconds to go. And Bosh misses the first. Come on, you damn Raptor. You're the MVP for a reason. Looking for point 33. He gets it. The lead's up to 5. Inbound to J.R. Smith. 53 seconds left in regulation. And a timeout for the Clippers. It's LA and Washington. They're used to dodging projectiles. Hey, baby, this game's in America. We're all used to it. Doesn't matter where you are. Grocery store, the mall.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA.
51 seconds left. This is just game one. Emeka Okafor is in. And will inbound to Mo Williams. And Mo will immediately call a timeout as well, so they're clearly trying to get people to rest. Don't worry about Jamal glitching through a chair. He's fine. All about stamina conservation here. Okafor again on the inbound. Gonna hit Mo. Over to JR. Smith trying to drive. Jamal holding him up. JR back to Williams. 41 seconds. Williams. Inside to J.R. Smith. That was a beautiful play. Beautiful play from Williams and Smith. 33 seconds. Here comes Chris Paul. Paul held up. Paul fakes. Out to Jamal Crawford. The pick for Bosh. Crawford for 3. Missed. Rebound by Chandler. And a timeout for the Clippers. 17 seconds and a 3-point difference.
The Clippers call timeout.
This is shaping up to be a crazy, crazy finish. To this game, to this series, to this era. Win, lose, or draw, this is fun. 17 seconds for the Clippers. Okafor, the inbound to Mo. Hands off to Desmond Mason. Finds Okafor. Misses. Chandler the rebound. Can't get an immediate putback. Bosh is there. Okafor. Mason for 3. Misses. Rebound by Ben Wallace. 2.8 to go. Mason misses the three. And Ben Wallace will go to the line. It is not a guarantee that he hits both of these, but if he does, that's game over. Will the Wizards survive a scare? Again, so much here. The Wizards, again, starting by getting rid of Michael Jordan. Chat's Clippers surviving the loss of Corey Maggette and Andre Miller. One more shot from Ben Wallace to seal the deal. Misses. They need a 4-point play. Mason for three. That is it. The Washington Wizards take a very intense game one in Los Angeles. Crashy, we love you. If you want, I can text you what happens. A ridiculous first game of this finals. Lives up to the hype.
Presented by 2K Sports.
But Chris Bosh and the Wizards survive. There is still a long way to go in this series. But the AC for chat, JR, 23 points. Chandler, the only double. And again, a rarity. A rarity. To see Chat's team likely out-rebounded. Yeah. 15 offensive rebounds for the Wizards. 33 points from Bosh, a double. 31 points from Paul, 21 from Crawford. Iguodala did well in his return. And of course, oh man, Greg Oden, 12 rebounds. Ben Wallace only had 8 rebounds. But they got it done. We are going to double check for injuries. Is Lou Williams coming back? Yes, he is. Lou Williams is back. I'm going to have to extend the bench back to 8 to get Greg Oden back in here. Greg Oden's been solid. Shockingly. I missed an 11 steal marker, sorry. For the Clippers, you guys are healthy. 8-man bench. Good to go. It is game number 2 of the NBA Finals. A 1-0 series lead for the Wiz, but there is still a long, long way to go. However, the Clippers storming back, but it's going to be too late. The Washington Wizards up 2-0, taking both games in LA to start the series. 146 to 112. 33 points and 16 rebounds from the MVP, Chris Bosh. And the X Factor, Lou Williams, is back. And that's huge. Crawford and Iguodala were great. Paul with the double. Ben Wallace, goose egg of 14 rebounds. On the other side, Danny Granger, the key player for you guys. Mason did well. Williams a double. Brand a double. But there's no denying the rebound advantage that you guys have had with Chandler and Brand up to this point has not converted. The addition of Ben Wallace, for me, has been huge. Wallace and Bosh are winning the battle of the boards. Something you guys have not seen all playoffs with Brand and Chandler. We will check the lineups again before game 3. No injuries for Chat's Clippers. I can't imagine you want to change the bench. There's no reason to. And for the Wizards, Lou Williams is still not 100%, but he is good to go. Game number 3 of the NBA Final as the series shifts to Washington. I'm not confident this is over until I see 4 wins. Not even close. We know about the home team losing trend in case in point. Pushback from the Wizards, though. It's not going to be enough. The Clippers are on the board. 142 to 129 in game 3, behind 33 points from JR and 30 from Granger. The rebounds still weren't quite there, but the scoring very much showed up in game 3 for the Clippers. Honestly, you might have out-rebounded me. We struggled in that regard. Scoring was good for us too. There you go. You had the advantage in the rebounds. And so it goes. And so it goes. That's gonna be what decides this series. Absolutely. Any injuries? Just Lou Williams. Kirk Heinrich is done. Well, no, maybe not. It looked like the text was red. Heinrich has a broken finger that he'll be afflicted by, but he is still ready to go. So not done for Heinrich, but dealing with an injury. Game number 4. How's it going to go? The home team losing trend. Oh my God. What a comeback. What a comeback. And then the Clippers put their foot down. 132 to 113. This series is tied at 2 apiece. Told you I wasn't confident. Told you. Chris Bosh, 31. Crawford, 30. Wallace had 16 rebounds. It didn't matter. Granger, Brand, Smith, all over 20 points. The home team losing every game so far. And fair enough. That is the situation that we are in. Fair enough. Wow. Game 5. Back in LA. Will the Clippers be the first team to win at home in this series? The Los Angeles Clippers are 1 win away from an NBA title, 3 in a row, after dropping the first 2. 25 from Smith and Chandler. Elton Brand has figured out the boards. And it's trouble for the Wizards. I mean, Paul did well, Bosh did well, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I'm going to have to adapt here. I got no choice. Greg Oden, 2 points, 6 rebounds a game. Is that enough? Villanueva, 9 minutes, averaging 2 points, 2 rebounds. Do I shorten it even further? I might have to. I might have to shorten the bench even further. For chat, no injuries beyond Heinrich. I got to shorten it to 7 and keep the stars out there as often as possible. Game 6. Chat can end it right here and right now. Let's find out what's going to happen. Is this it? There should be... Okay, there's still no special presentation. That's okay.
Electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Horizon Center in D.C., the site. Capital One Arena now.
It'll be the Washington Wizards.
Washington Wizards.
Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Keller.
Is this it? Clippers look to be in a lot of trouble, but they found a way to battle back over the last 3 games. Can they seal the deal? Or will there be a Game 7 in LA? The opening tip goes to
the Clippers.
Clippers again. How's it gonna go? How's it gonna be? There will be a Game 7 in Los Angeles. It could only be Streamer versus chat in the final. It had to go 7. 108 to 97, the final score, as Bosch drops 35 with 11 rebounds. Tony Allen, a double-double. Chris Paul had a dreadful game, and I'm actually worried he got hurt. And J.R. Smith led the way for you. If Chris Paul got hurt, I'm fucked. If Chris Paul got hurt, I'm dead. He's day to day with a sprained right finger. GG's, chat. GG's. That's it. Unless it changes. Unless it changes before the game. That's GG's. That's it. Kirk Heinrich. Same injury. He broke his fucking... Oh, Mo Williams is hurt too. So Mo Williams, pinched nerve in the back. Kirk Heinrich, broken right finger. They're both good to go. Chris Paul, with a sprained right finger, is going to miss Game 7. And my coach isn't even going to play Jamal Crawford at point guard with Tony Allen at shooting guard or Lou Williams. It's playing Mike Conley. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad, right? I'm not saying I'm doing this, right? But just to show you, like, if it was up to me, like, that's the team right there, right? That's the 7. Honestly, if it was up to me, that would be my lineup for Game 7. Right there. That would be the one. But it's not up to me. Those are the rules. I feel like I got to go back to 8. I mean, 7 got me the win. But I feel like I got to go back to 8. Honestly, I might even fucking go 9 to get Charlie Villanueva in there. Fucking secret weapon, Charlie Villanueva. But then again, do I also want to run without Chris Bosh? Do I expand the bench or do I shorten it that much more? I'm just wondering if it could be secret weapon Charlie Villanueva. He does have a good 3-point shot. I'm just worried about playing him with the rebounding. Again, Odin's a great rebounder as well. Do I factor in Villanueva? Shit, do I even shorten it to 6 and just say, like, Chris Bosh is playing 45 minutes? Tony Allen's playing 45 minutes. Ben Wallace is playing 40. I think I just got to run with the stars out there, as crazy as it is. Even though Lou Williams has been hot, I can't really afford to factor him into the lineup because I need Chris Bosh to play 45 minutes. Honestly, I need Chris Bosh to play 48, but that's a bit much. Controversy in the final. Again, chat's game plan's gotten them this far. No reason to change it. Bumps up Okafor a little bit. Game 7. The NBA final. Mike Conley subs in because my coach is a fucking idiot. You could shorten the 7 with Heinrich being hurt. He's not 100%. You can shorten the 7 if you want. That gets Elton out there for 40 minutes as Mason and Okafor off the bench. What do you guys think? 7 or 8? Fucking Chris Paul got hurt at the worst time. At the worst fucking time. It's going to go to a vote because you guys are split enough. It's going to go to a vote. Your last big decision, chat. This is the final game of streamer versus chat in the Kobe era, no matter what. Tomorrow night, we move on to the LeBron era. This is the final decision you are going to make. A 7 or 8 man bench for the 7th game of the 2008 NBA Finals. And it looks like it's going to go 8. Chat wants to stand by Kirk Heinrich. It's 8. This is it. Chad, it's been a good one. I think you got me because of the Paul injury, but time will tell. At least this one was a little bit more competitive. Regardless, GG's. Best of luck. Williams versus Conley. Smith versus Crawford. Granger versus Iguodala. Brand against Bosch. Wallace against Chandler. Game 7.
Stars have aligned on the biggest night in basketball. This series has gone down to the wire. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Finals Game 7. Winner take all. A season of joy and pain will end here tonight. And thank you for making us part of your night on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Los Angeles
Mike Conley defining game.
at the Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan with
Let's win this one for Washington.
Sideline reporter David Aldridge.
Mike Conley in at point guard. I can't believe my coach is starting Mike Conley. Not Crawford in that position. Or Lou Williams. Bill Cartwright, you're a madman, and I hope you're right. Chris Bosch, this is for legacy, buddy. This is for fucking legacy. The opening tip-off at Staples Center goes to the Washington Wizards. First quarter. Close game. 29-27 at the end of the first for Washington. Let's go to the half. 59-51 at the half for the Clippers. Clippers pulling away in the fourth. Clippers by 12 at the start of the fourth. It would take a magical comeback from the Wizards from here.
And Washington has possession.
Didn't want to watch the full game or have it be 5-minute quarters. I figured the fourth and have it be a scenario.
Williams against Williams.
Williams against Mo Williams. Misses the pick.
Pass to Bosch.
Inside the Bosch. Bosch for 2.
The nice assist for Williams. Williams 5 assists in the game.
Leads down to 10 for the Clippers.
Now here's Williams. Granger outside.
Mo to Granger.
Here is Mason from outside.
Desmond Mason for 3. Misses. Rebound by Greg Oden. To Tony Allen. Clippers have the rebound advantage in this game and thus the lead. Lou Williams to Tony Allen. Off the pick from Bosch. Tony forced out of bounds as a foul called.
That's a tough break for the D. He took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there.
As Harpering takes a seat.
And Washington making a change here. Elton's checked in.
Inbound to Lou.
Now Williams.
Lou off the pick with Bosch. Lou Williams, the drive, and 2, touches it off the glass.
To just 8 points with the bucket from Williams.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Now here's Heinrich.
Mason for 3. Got it.
And there's the three-point shooting ability.
Wizards trailed by 11.
Lou Williams for Tony Allen.
Pass to Bellinelli.
Marco Bellinelli is in.
Williams looking around.
Williams to Bosch. Bosch, the move. Unstoppable.
Goes. Bosch Bosch has got 4 points this
My guys have to be gassed at this point. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Look to feed him off.
Maybe I made the wrong decision with the bench.
Williams kicks to Heinrich.
Dirk Heinrich
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now.
finds Danny Granger. Held up by Odin. Mo Williams
Williams, 5 on the clock.
off the pick. Mo, mid-range. Good.
6 bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Pick works well there.
Villanueva's looking at coming in.
From the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Allen for Williams to Bosch. Finds the open Bellinelli. Got it.
The assist from Bosch.
Big time 3 for Bellinelli.
Assist now tonight.
Up-tempo
Never
play.
thought he'd see the floor, but then again, I never thought
He takes the
Mike
shot.
Conley would see the floor.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Mason.
Mason doesn't shoot. It's Bellinelli. Off the pick.
With a screen on Bellinelli.
Mason drives. Mason out to Okafor. What a pump fake by Okafor. Makes Greg Oden look like an amateur.
Height-wise, it's just not a lot the defense can do.
Allen kicks to Bellinelli.
Bellinelli to Bosch. Bosch
Bosch against Granger.
doesn't hit the open man. Still trying to move.
Now here's
Bosch to Tony Allen. The pick. Tony for 3. Missed. Rebound by Granger.
Clippers leading by 10. Outside Williams.
Oh, Williams.
Pass to Mason.
Mason for 3. Misses. Rebound by Bosch.
Bosch has got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Williams.
Lou. Back to Tony Allen.
Surveying the D.
Bellinelli.
Outside Williams.
Out to Lou.
Wizards
Lou to Greg Oden. Oden, the power move. Misses.
with the rebound. Granger's got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side Williams.
Granger to Mo.
Back to Granger.
Back to Granger. They got the defensive switch. Mason for 3.
Carries the long-range jumper. Mason's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
And I think Mason needs to continue knocking down these strays because when he does that, everything opens up for him.
Chris Paul will never live this down.
Pass to Allen. Back to Williams.
Tony to Lou.
Bosch, that's
Lou for 3. Got it.
good off the assist from Allen.
Big shot for Lou Williams.
Got 5 points now this quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it.
Granger to Mason.
Answer there.
Mason against Bellinelli. Mason the
Back to Mo.
Okafor sets
Off the screen. Mo doesn't shoot. Back out to Mason. Trying to get past Bellinelli. And he does. Desmond Mason.
Very talented finisher. If Mason gets the chance,
Bill Cartwright is fucking us here. Hello? Thank you. Bill Cartwright is fucking us here, man.
Williams with the ball.
Putting in Bellinelli was brutal.
Allen outside.
Tony to Lou.
On the wing, Williams.
Off the pick. Doesn't work. Lou drives. Hits Bosch. Bosch the move. Misses. Okafor the rebound.
being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Heinrich dishes to Granger.
Granger to Mo Williams. Okafor the rebound over Oden.
And here is Williams. He's guarded by Williams. And here is Williams.
Granger for 3.
For the 3. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
That's it.
Here's Williams.
I never want to hear chat complain about not doing well in the jump-ins, by the way. Never again, chat. As Bosch misses. Never again. You lose the right to that excuse.
Williams. It's rebounded
That
by
3 would have
Bosch.
been devastating.
Bosch has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Williams passes to Bellinelli. Bosch.
Bellinelli to Bosch from the free throw line. Got it.
Time on the assist by Bellinelli. Bosch has got 26 points.
And Bosch has a beautiful stroke from the mid-range. Once you give him room to shoot.
4:50 to go.
Granger outside.
Ranger, mid-ranger.
Allen
Misses. Tony Allen on the rebound.
Got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
on the wing, Williams. To the middle.
Lou to Bosch. And one. Big and one for Chris Bosch, and a big hello to the dad gamer. What's going on, my man? How'd the stream go? You're about to witness some tears. Some tears from yours truly. I am about to lose this NBA final. The chat's own Clippers. A Bosch 3-point play to make it a 10-point game.
Free throw good.
Leads back to 10.
Chris Bosch offers a versatility that you got to love. I mean, a terrific big man who can sink it from deep and also does solid work.
Mo, quick three.
Post you up as well.
A three-pointer is right on target.
The Clippers just aren't missing.
Defense for a team that has a long way.
I never want to hear chat again say, oh, we always do so poorly. You've just lost that excuse forever.
Now here's Conley.
Mike Conley back in. Bosch to Crawford. He's going to have to just put up a prayer here. We got nothing. What an effort by Ben Wallace. Loses it. Right back to Chandler.
Conley against Granger. Pass to Smith.
I lost Chris Paul to injury,
Back to Granger.
and that killed me.
Smith against Iguodala. Chandler with the screen on Iguodala. And Smith puts up a deep three with one on the clock. And then Chandler with the jam.
The 7-footer saves the day there. Chandler able to recover that rock and get another shot off.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Crawford. From deep.
Jamal Crawford for three. Gets the bounce.
Conley's got his 7th assist.
Might have won anyway. We'll never know.
Teammate delivers an
We'll never know.
pass. Excellent teamwork.
Now here is Brand.
All we know is what the result is. We'll never know what would have happened.
Smith against Crawford. To the paint. Here's Brand. Throws it down as the official.
You cannot foul him there. You just have to give him the two.
It's on Chris Bosch.
Love the way Brand is able to use that strong body.
Brutal foul by Bosch.
On the way up.
We'll never know what would have happened, but we are going to know the outcome of this game. Fuck, maybe I should have watched from halftime as opposed to the fourth. I figured the fourth was fair game, but didn't work out for me anyway.
Timeout, Wizards. It's been quite a game for Mo Williams.
He can't miss from deep.
Oh, man.
Has to regroup here and
Rough.
gotta change things up because he's locked in from behind.
My string of impeccable luck continues.
With an update from the sideline.
Absolutely impeccable.
I was able to listen in on what Bill Cartwright was going over with his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told him, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen, guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Jamal Crawford hits a three to bring the lead back to 12.
12 on the basket from Crawford.
2:20 to go, though.
Here's Williams.
Full court presses on. JR breaks it.
Smith. Brand, a screen on Crawford.
JR driving.
Goes back.
Elton Brand the rebound. And another and one.
Chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Oh, Bill Cartwright, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself, homie.
Brand really knows how to work the angles on the
You should be ashamed of yourself for the lineup decision you made in this game. Fucking starting Mike Conley, you fucking idiot.
behind the lane.
Fuck's sake.
And that one falls for Brand.
And Brand, one of those guys that's a nightly double.
Chris Paul and Bill Cartwright just became two of the biggest villains in this channel's history, at least for me. Two of the biggest heroes for chat.
It's Mo Williams with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 15.
We have people on the corners for threes, and he does that. Ah, Dad, yeah. We'll have different teams next time.
Chandler finds Smith. Clippers moving the ball around.
It came down to a dude, Elton Brand. Holy shit! It came down to Game 7 in this streamer versus chat through the Kobe era.
Bring it up for Washington.
Head to head, my Wizards against Chat's Clippers. Chris Paul sits out Game 7 with a fucking finger injury, and that was the death knell.
Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher
2008, Raver.
that made the difference and earned them the W.
They're going to close out a remarkable and dramatic NBA final.
And Chat is going to go 3-0.
Game 7.
And while the series itself
Magic versus Bird, the Jordan era,
here in Game 7,
and now the Kobe era.
the win well before the final whistle. And boy, did they do it. A clutch performance on the biggest stage in basketball. Just a fantastic way to clinch that NBA championship.
And a lot of players tonight helped.
Jesus fuck.
But in particular, a real good game it was for Williams.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this.
Can't believe he lost this. Can you not, Frank? Considering I said the whole time I was going to lose, even with all the extra picks.
And he gets the whistle.
I didn't get LeBron. I didn't get Durant. Can you not? Sarcasm aside. It's fine. I don't take offense to any of it. It's
Been several.
It's honestly fucking hilarious that Chris Paul sat out Game 7.
Just 1 second
Genuinely.
between the shot clock and game clock.
Just really sucks that it happened to me.
Heinrich against Williams. Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
Cartwright literally put in Marc Gasol. That's it. Another era. Another victory for Chat as they survive Game 7 and win the 2008 NBA title.
Your new NBA champions.
Chris Paul, I hate your guts.
All the travel, all the practices, all the
I hate your fucking guts.
wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion, culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship,
I hate your fucking guts, Chris Paul and Bill Cartwright.
that really can't be matched, but pretty amazing to have accomplished this.
Bill Cartwright's still alive. Or can I curse him
And this place
from beyond the grave? He is still alive. God damn you, Bill. You tall motherfucker.
Fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget.
Fuck's sake.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports.
I am beyond generationally unlucky. Like, it's insane at this point. It is insane at this point. 120 to 102. The Clippers win Game 7 and win the Kobe era. Chris Bosh was still named Finals MVP. You're not getting that from me, chat. You're not getting that from me. Despite the loss, Chris Bosh, Finals MVP. You're fucking right. At least I got something. Aside from Chris Paul being a fucking pussy. Mo Williams led in scoring, 20 points, a double-double for JR, a double for Chandler as well. As Chat gets the win. On the other side, Bosh did his job, man. I mean, 29. Look at, dude, the depth scoring. Okay. I got fucked. Oh, I legitimately got fucked. That is not what I set the team to do. Oh my God, I got fucked so hard. I set the team to have a 6-man bench, and Bill fucking Cartwright is handing out minutes like goddamn Oprah Winfrey. Are you fucking kidding me? He fucking played everybody. Fuck Chris Paul. And fuck Bill Cartwright.